Please close your eyes, please. Today again, friends, we shall continue the same ideas that we saw yesterday. We have little meditation class. You can choose to keep your eyes closed and listen, or you can choose to open your eyes, but as I always say, please direct your attention to yourself. Meditation, please, something which you cannot wait for. Yesterday we were talking about this concept of waiting. You cannot wait for the space. You may wait for the clouds to appear and disappear, sun to rise, moon to rise. But at no time you need to wait for space. We are already in space. You may wait to be in a particular point in space, because that way you shall have an exclusive idea. I want to be in moon. I don't want to be in the earth. I don't want to be in India. I want to be in Australia. I don't want to be in Australia. I want to be in Himalayas. Those are you are waiting for a point in space, but you cannot wait to be in space. Like you cannot wait to be in the universe, which is an all-inclusive identity. To be in your home, you should be in a home, exclusive place. To be in your village, you should be in a village, in your state or a country or a continent, on a planet, on a solar system. You have to be in some exclusive place. But to be in universe, you don't have to move even a bit. Even the very idea of movement is a flaw. Same way, in silence, to be with a particular sound, you may have to wait. Or not to be with a particular type of sound, you may have to wait. But silence, you don't have to wait. Space has already overwhelmed you. Silence has already surrounded you. Direct your attention within. To have a particular thought, you may have to wait. Or to remove that thought, or to wait for it. If you don't want that thought, you may have to wait for its disappearance. Whereas to be conscious, consciousness, you can't wait. You can wait in silence, but you cannot wait for silence. Individuality, the I thought, can wait in consciousness, but you can't wait for consciousness. That is why, if you ask yourself, do you want to be a meditator or meditation? Meditator, the I thought, waits for meditation. The thinker, the I thought, waits for a thought. If this meditator, instead of recognizing itself to be the meditation, if somebody tells you meditation means to have a thought or no thoughts, then the meditator shall struggle. Silence is not the presence of a sound or the absence of a sound. If you are waiting for silence, struggling to remove every sound or to be with a particular sound, you will be continuously disturbing yourself. There is no waiting for meditation. There is no waiting for you to be you. Call it consciousness, self-awareness. You may wait for a role, a condition of the body, position, renunciation, a thought of some kind or other, different subjects, memories. To have a role, you may have to wait. Who you are is not a role. So ask yourself, until you came to the class, please friends see it, very subtle and simple. Until you came to class, were you waiting for coming to the class? Waiting for being in this meditation session? Waiting to listen to what I say? Or you were being yourself? Most people by habit will be waiting in excitement. What is the subject today? What is he going to talk? When the class will begin, I have to go somewhere after the class. All these projections comes out of waiting. You may wait for a class. You may wait for listening to certain ideas. You can't wait to be yourself. When you wait for an idea, wait for a perception, wait for a sensation, you are in agitation. In the name of teaching, even these guides, call them preceptors, gurus, whatever. I don't want to use that word at all because it's so beautiful. You are waiting for somebody. If somebody goes to a place and instead of helping you to be yourself here and now, if they make you wait for meditation, wait for liberation, wait for freedom, wait for happiness, they shall continue your suffering, your misery. Why do you get angry with people? If they make you wait for a particular appointment, you get wild. They promise you something, they don't give you, you get wild. You wait for love, wait for affection, wait for attention. Wait for prosperity, wait for your youth, wait for your health. You wait for a thought, waiting for anything, wait for a God. They make you wait for the heavens until you die. You can wait for a thing, a perception, a sensation, a thought, but you can't wait for yourself. The moment you come here, you are bringing yourself as you sit down. You are here as the self, the awareness. By habit you will sit down, waiting for the class to begin, waiting for the thoughts to be shared, but think, friends, for yourself. How will you listen to a class without being conscious? How are you going to share a thought without your being conscious? I can give you a thought, give you an idea. I can speak few words, but I cannot give you consciousness. If you associate listening as meditation, thinking a thought as meditation, or not to think a thought is meditation, you are picking up conditions, yourself, the awareness, unconditional, instantaneous, immediate. There is no waiting. There is nobody to wait. Waiting is a condition. You are aware. Awareness is not a condition to be waited for. Waiting is a mood. You are aware. You can't wait for silence. Waiting is a condition in silence. Silence doesn't wait for anything. Can't wait for space. Space is not waiting for you. In fact, if you look at the whole creation, nothing waits. Space doesn't wait. Neither the air, the fire, the water, the earth, the whole existence is not waiting for something or somebody. When waiting is not a condition of your body, your senses. Your eyes don't wait. Your ears don't wait to a sound, wait for a sound. Body doesn't wait for something. Mouth doesn't wait to speak. Hands do not wait to lift. Legs do not wait for walking. Procreation, excretion, every action, activity, perception, sensation, thoughts, self-awareness. There is no waiting anywhere. Catch it. Who waits? I am waiting. Whoever makes me wait, I hate him. I'm deliberately using that language. Whoever makes me wait, I hate him. You hate God if your prayers are not answered. You hate a man or woman who makes you wait. The season is delayed, you are disturbed. You go to a teacher and he makes you wait for liberation. Makes you wait for meditation. Because he gives you so many conditions to be fulfilled for you to be in meditation. Whereas the joke is meditation unconditional. You wait to be loved without being the love. You wait to love without being the love. In love, fulfillment, happiness, contentment, freedom, immortality, call it meditation, self. There is no waiting for anything or anybody. Just see that, friends. Your seeing means being yourself. And now you can please open your eyes. I'll share a few thoughts. Again, we'll close our eyes. As I told you, and you please see it very clearly. Closing the eyes do not mark the beginning of meditation. Closing the eyes means you are consciously suspending your perception in the world. Closing the eyes, you are suspending your perception. It's not a beginning of being conscious or meditation. And you don't need to close your eyes to be the self, the consciousness. And opening the eyes is not the end of meditation. Opening the eyes means you are resuming your engagement with the creation to live a life. So closing the eyes is not meditation. Neither opening the eyes is end of meditation. Meditation neither begins or ends. Your self-consciousness, awareness. Some people cannot keep their eyes closed. They're so restless, just like you put a child in a closed room. If there is a bird inside your room and you close it all sides, the bird will be restless to get out. The child will be restless to get out. A grown-up child, even a man or woman, will be restless to get out. He feels confined to the room, struggles inside. The moment you open the door, the bird flies out in top speed. The man runs out of the house in top speed. Same thing. When you close your eyes and instead of being yourself, like the space in the house doesn't want to run out of the house, the person in the room wants to run out of the house. With your closed eyes, the space of consciousness is neither restless nor it wants to run out. Is the I thought. It is restless. How long shall I close my eyes? Why so many thoughts are coming? I don't know what to do. What is this consciousness? What is this meditation? I must not have any thought, but so many thoughts are coming. If you are continuously conversing with yourself, resisting, talking, trying to fulfill a condition, you feel so restless. When you open your eyes, what a relief, because you are now continuing your perception. So understand, friends, closing the eyes is not meditation. It is what you are with. You are with yourself. You close your eyes, you are in meditation. You open your eyes, you are also in meditation. Meditation is not a condition. In the morning, 4 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, evening, midnight. No time restriction. Nor there is a place restriction. Himalayan mountains, caves, ashrams, jungles, air-conditioned rooms, soft music, dim light, whispering words. None of this. No conditions apply. You keep your eyes closed, you are as wonderful as when with eyes open. All thoughts coming in as restful as even no thoughts are there. No conditions apply. Instantaneous and no waiting. Now, if you feel like, please open your eyes, I will share a point. This is something very beautiful. Yesterday after listening to these classes, I'm talking to this class, I go back, I was listening to these talks again. Just so many new ideas are coming in. I'll share with you something, please see that, friends. There are many people who are waiting to live, L-I-V, to be alive. There are some people waiting to die. A death wish has come to many people. I want to die. Why? Because, please see that, friends. It is so beautiful, I couldn't believe it. Why people want to die? Can't see anymore what is the idea of living. Can't listen to hear anymore, why should I live? Cannot have any touch sensation, what is the idea? Nothing to see, cannot see, nothing to hear, cannot hear, nothing to touch, cannot touch, nothing to taste, cannot taste, nothing to smell, nothing to smell, cannot smell. Nothing to speak, because your organs of action are defunct, powerless. Prana is weak, cannot speak. What is the idea of living? Who is there to listen to my speech? Alone in my house. Death wish sets in, can't lift my hand, can't lift my leg, swollen, hands weakened. Excretion, no control. Procreation, long gone. Why should I live? Because for the average person, understand, friends, for the average person, living means going wild. Seeing, hearing, touching, tasting, smelling, talking non-stop. Think, friends. Using my hands, using my legs, using the organs of actions, procreation, digestion, in all that stuff. Stomach cannot digest, lungs cannot breathe, the liver doesn't cooperate, cannot swallow. Every organ is losing. So why should I be alive? Because for most people, listen friend, to be alive means to see, to hear, to taste, to touch, to smell, to lift, to speak, to walk, to procreate, to gossip, to think. Nobody has told us, listen to this, nobody has told us to be alive means to be conscious. That is the spine. Will they bury you if you are become blind? Will they bury you when you cannot listen? Will they bury you when you can't speak? Will they bury you if your hands, legs, organs of the procreation, all these things do not work? Will they bury you? They'll try to revive those conditions. They will not bury you. That is why there is in Yoga Shastra, there is a Yoni Mudra. Yoni Mudra means like this. You, with your both thumbs, you close your ears. With your two index finger, you close your eyes. Then your nose, mouth. You are not speaking. You are not listening. You are not seeing. You are not smelling. Symbolizing every sense organ, organs of function have stopped as though. Yet you are there. Shall we bury you? Can't think. So people have equated living, L-I-V-I-N-G, with seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, relating, going from place to place, talking, driving, swimming, climbing, jumping, activities. Karma, karma, karma. Name it as a practice, upasana, this and that in a religious term. You walk, it's a walking. You walk to a holy place, pilgrimage. You fold your hand. You're just folding your hand. Religious, namaskar. You are singing a devotional song, religious. Are you getting that point, friends? The same body is used for spiritual, so-called religious action, so-called secular actions. So many different types of things. And you think, if I can't do all these things, religious actions, what is the idea of living? Secular actions. Please understand. Why should I live? My son is not here, my daughter is not here, my husband is gone, my father is gone, my mother. Were you born together? You understand? Waiting for death? When immortality is as though waiting. Immortality doesn't wait for you, friends. How helpless people become. How helplessly you are also sympathizing. Ayo, pav, cannot see, cannot. Tell him, you don't need to see. You don't need to hear. You don't need to touch. You don't need to smell. You don't need to taste. You don't need to speak. You don't need to walk, move, do anything to be alive, to be conscious. And that is your being. In meditation, call it happiness. But you have equated sensation with happiness. Absence of thought with meditation, or the presence of a particular thought is meditation. What have we done? So many different practices. So many things that is why people, what do they? They sell out. But for you to keep yourself alive, you will do anything. The doctor knows you are dying, he shall put you in ICU to make money. You are also afraid to die. Why are you afraid to die? If you are so afraid to die, maintain your body. Do your exercise, maintain your food. In spite of that, old age will set in. And how does it matter? Because for me to be happy, to be in meditation, where should I go? Myself. If we have been only given this much from childhood, to walk we need legs, to lift we need hands, to speak we need mouth, to touch we need skin, to taste we need tongue. We need every organ. Not for happiness, to keep the body going. Sensations will be there. Perception takes place, sensation will be there. So do not equate a sensation with happiness. You can't have a sensation. Your body is old. You can see, you can hear, you can touch, you can taste. Are you dead? But what people say, what do you have to live for? No. Every moment you are in meditation, your body shall drop out. Urvarukumiva vandanat mrityur mukshya mamrutat. Oh. Trayambakam yajamahe sugandim pustivardhanam. Inna varshide. One with three eyes. Two, eye of the eye, consciousness. I am one with it. It brings me everything. Urvarakamya bandhanat mukshya. Like the ripe fruit drops out of the stem. You are not snatching it. You are the spine. You are the stem. The connecting link with everything in this universe. Body. Drop out. Why are you worried? Can't hear anymore, see anymore, taste anymore. Why? Because living means how many cars, how many houses, how many things, what all things you have. When I have no house, what type of life is this? Really? That is why simple living, high thinking. Be yourself, live with the simplest of the things. But no, for me, simplicity means to have a palace, have it. Better than this? Space. There is no palatial space. I like to have a 5,000 acre of ranch, no problem. Open sky. Night to sleep inside a room 10 feet by 10 feet, good enough. How many people can do that? Think. And that meditation, living, being with yourself means meditation. Continuous. Samadhi, body drops out. That does not mean don't take care of it. Take care. It's an instrument. Need to be taken care of. Like your car, if you don't maintain, your house you don't maintain, what type of drive it will be? You maintain your body, maintain your thoughts. To be alive. To function, to move about. But to be yourself who you are. To be the meditation, to be the happiness, call it immortality, call it anything. No conditions apply. So, just close your eyes, friends. To be the meditation is something which comes with us. The awareness, consciousness, as when the house is built, the space comes in. You build a house, you don't put the space inside. When the body is born, consciousness already there. The perceptions taking place, eyes see, ears hear, awareness already there. It's a beautiful verse, Shankara will say. Nana chidra ghatodara sthita mahadipa pravavaswaram janamiti tameva bhantam anubhati etat samastam jagat. Just see that beautiful imagery. You, Nana chidra ghatodara sthita mahadipa pravavaswaram. There is a pot with many holes. That is your body with many sense organs. In the mud pot, inside that, there is a Deepa Prabha Bhaswaram. very bright lamp is lit. In this body of a pot, 5 sense organs are there, in which is lit up the lamp of consciousness. Lit up means already there. And as even the light, the rays of light comes through the hole to the outside world, you put an object, it will bathe, the light will bathe it, same way. With consciousness within. With your eyes you see, ears you hear. You close your eyes, you can't see, but you can't be unconscious. You close the holes of the pot, the light will be on. Outside will not be lit up. And what is that? I don't want to get into too much elaboration here, but this much you see. And what is that? Janamiti. All the time, aham janami, aham janami, aham janami. I know. Jagat anubhati, the creation, is known. Like the light is burning. World lit up. In the mud pot, the light is light. The world, through the hole when the light passes, world is lit up. Consciousness, janami, I know, I know, I know. You don't say, I know. I am the knowledge. I am the awareness. Bhati, that is always shining. Sarvam anubhati. Everything lights after it. You be with yourself, your sense organs cannot know. You have to use this, open your eyes to see. You don't have to close your eyes to be conscious. Opening the eyes, the light is not lost. Understand? Meditation. Effortless, immediate. Whatever is lit up has become more important than the light. What is known has become more important than that by which everybody is aware. Always in meditation. And see the beauty. I'll give an example. You can open your eyes for 2 minutes and see that, friends. Amazing. 5 elements you see. Okay? 5 elements. Space accommodates, listen carefully, space accommodates. All that is accommodated is not space. You see the beauty. Air blows. Anything blown is not air. A grass is blown, trees are blown. Tornado, typhoon. Everything that is blown is not air. Air blows. Anything that is blown is not air. Fire burns. Anything that is burnt is not fire. Water flows. Anything that is flown is not water. A log of wood, flown. Boat, ship, flown. Earth holds. Anything that is held is not earth. See the principle, universal principle. Awareness illumines, lights up. The knowing principle lights up. Anything that is lit up is not the light. And who is that, friends? Everybody. We all are. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Sarvarupena Sanstita. Call it masculine, Deva, Dyotanatmak Devam, light of lights. Dyotanatmak Devi, masculine, feminine, neuter. Who is not that? Instead of releasing that all-inclusive identity, all-inclusive being of ourselves, where nobody is, natat samosti, kutopi adhika anyaha. As Arjuna says, O Lord, there is nobody like you. What is the question of somebody bigger than you or lesser than you? Each one of us is like that. There is nobody like us. What is bigger and smaller? All-inclusive. The moments of birth and death, appearance, disappearance, magical moments of the universe. Existence doesn't appear to disappear. Self, the awareness. All inclusive. We want to be exclusive. Think all of us are same one. All of us belong to the same earth. Listen, friends. All of us belong to the same earth. Until few years back, think, before 1947, when you say India, it means India, the subcontinent as it is now, plus sometimes within 50 years, until this division takes place, Sri Lanka was included, Burma was there, Brahmadesha, Brahma, absolute. What name? Anyway, Pakistan, Bangladesh, one country. There is no exclusive identity, everybody Indian. Until Australian continent was discovered, there are no Australians. There must be human beings there, but they were not Australians. Until you named it. Oh, they came and discovered India? Really? You are making a joke out of that. No country is discovered. I am going to Europe. I don't know the whole Europe. I am traveling to Europe. Then somebody says, Swamiji, you know, this country now we are crossing a border. Oh, what is that? This is Liechtenstein. What Liechtenstein? Lychee I knew, stone I know. What is Liechtenstein? This is another country. Oh, really? So I am discovering the country. Just because you don't go there, that does not mean the place doesn't exist. The discovering America, discovering India, discovering it, it must be a joke. The more you discover, the more you divide, right? Should you discover the inherent oneness or perpetuate your duality, naming everything after the discoverer? Shall we see one consciousness, all pervasiveness? Sanatana. See the beauty of this tradition. Achadyoyam adayam aklidya asosyavacha nitya sarvagatasthanahu achaloyam sanatana. You are somebody who you are. The space cannot accommodate. Space accommodates everything, space is accommodated in you. Air blows, everything sustains in you. Vato vishasmat vato pavate vishodeti suryaha vishasmat agnis chandrascha. They are great statements in the Upanishads. The space is accommodated, in whose presence air blows, fire burns, water flows, earth exists, universe existence is there. Everybody is that, all inclusive. Who are you? Before you are named, you are just what? You are born nameless, formless. Existence is nameless, formless. To have a special name, you must do something. To have a special role, you have to do something. To be all-inclusive, we are effortlessly, without choice, all-inclusive. Now, somebody comes in, gives an idea, then human beings are divided in the name of the leader to whom you follow. How many religions now? In the Vedic vision of the universe, Sanatana, everybody is Sanatana. That is why that word Hindu doesn't exist. Sanatana, everybody. Sadayeva Nutana, everybody is eternally fresh, eternally fresh. You don't have to wait to be eternal. You don't have to wait for after death, after 2 days, after fulfilling this condition. No guru worth the name shall ever keep you waiting. Shall I keep the emperor waiting outside? Then remind him, you are emperor, then I say, Hari sir, come in? No. As you step in, emperor. Who? Everybody. Sanatana. Ever in meditation. But we have been just like Australia for Australians, America for Americans. Where is America? There are people there. Americans were not there. You divide the countries, wherever the Pakistanis, wherever the Bangladeshis, wherever the Burmese, all are Indians. Okay, suppose the India was a country also doesn't Gondwana land, something some they say. What was the identity of human beings? We belong to the earth. Because that much was your brain. Then you know you are belong to the solar system, galaxies, Milky Way. So who are you? Why are you giving up the huge infinity as though, glorious identity as though, and stuck with a limited identity? I shall tell a story that I shall finish, friends, but time is almost getting up. Tomorrow is, not tomorrow, another day we shall see, continue with the other class. This is your meditation. There was a king. Fed up of everything, he wanted to get away to the forest. He ruled the country, good boy, but he was not happy. He went to the forest, studied with a great sage, got this knowledge. Then he took the life of renunciation, simple person. And then the king renounces, the whole world impressed. Wow. So one day he visits the kingdom in the dress of a renunciate. When he comes, everybody assembles and they give him the honor. Now more honorable because not only he was a king, but now he is a renunciate. By giving up, he has become more wonderful. And then everybody praised him. The prime minister of the king, the present king, went on talking glorious things about him, and he said how a great renunciate he was, gave up the kingdom and went inside. And in reply, the last king, who has become a renunciate now, addresses the people. And he says, sir, friends, you are telling me, you are praising me that I am a great renunciate. If a renunciation is the sign of greatness, I shall say, you are more honorable, you are greater renunciate, I am an idiot. Everybody said, what are you talking? He said, yes, I gave up the so-called exclusive, deliberately I am using that word, I gave up the so-called exclusive limited identity of being a king, of a kingdom, rich. I gave up this, renounced this so-called exclusive, royal title to become who I am. The infinity, all-inclusive. You have given up the infinity, all-inclusive for the limited things. Who is greater renunciate? Think, friends. In the name of religion, you are making me the follower of a religion, a cult, a practice, and denying me my native, natural, effortless, limitless existence, glory of mind. Shall I follow somebody? Before all these, call them prophets, messiahs, incarnations, whoever. It sounds me rude, friends. There is no rudeness meant, please. Before anybody coming in, we were just human beings belonging to this earth. Now, we belonging to 200 countries, follower of different cults, different political philosophy, capitalist, economist, capitalist and socialist and all that stuff, financial conditions. We are defined by limited financial condition, social condition, land mass, belief. But as we are born, nameless, formless, Sanatana, eternally fresh, you understand why this tradition is known as mother of all religions. Because it's not a religion. Be yourself. Then follow which one you like, anything you like. Which God, any God, which form, any form, which name, any name. Don't impose yourself on me. I am not imposing anything on you. Who am I? If I impose an identity, I reduce your dimension from infinite to finite. Even after that imposition, you can't reduce the infinite to finite, but you forget. The other person is misled. The blind leading the blind. Meditation, friends, is absolutely instantaneous. Close your eyes. Meditation, being yourself, there is no waiting for it. Sadaiva nutana, sanatana, eternally fresh. Living liberated, Jivan muktaha. Living because body is breathing, thinking, mind thinking, you are free. You are not tired of living, wishing to die, nor you are craving for living, wishing to be immortal at the level of the body. There is no craving of any sort. Who you are, who I am, who everything is, Nitya Siddha, eternally accomplished. Dhyatru Dhyana Dheya Rupa. You are the meditation. Meditator, object to be meditated upon. In a sense, there is no difference whatsoever. So meditating is not a job. Running is a job. Jumping, swimming is doing something. Meditation is not doing something. Being yourself. Who you are. The light that can never be extinguished. The light of lights, Jyotisham apita Jyotihi. You are in meditation. You close your eyes, all actions, perceptions, sensations suspended. You open your eyes, meditation continues. But you resume your perception, your functioning, to live in this world. As time comes, sense organs lose their capacity. But you remain you. Nitya Siddha, eternally accomplished. You don't wait for it, and no one must keep you waiting for it. Just be. Thank you, friends. Thank you. The next class we will let you know when it is in 2 days' time. Thank you.